had glory days of housing campaigning, but after Myra, due to her illness, had moved out of Zion House and moved into a more supported housing, you'll be shocked to learn that she and the other people who lived there had some problems with the management.
Yeah.
And because the service was not adequate, and some people, not particularly Myra, but others were getting the hard end of it. So she phoned me up, quite peremptorily, it just have to be said, and said, I need you to come here, because we need to talk about organising a meeting. And she did. 3 meetings with the management and the regional management to demand that they address various problems. And this is, the woman was 90 and supposedly ill, but it didn't stop her. And I had to be there because she thought that her voice, her speaking voice was no longer clear enough. So she would tell me what to say, and I would get up and say it. From the beginning to the end, it seems. But anybody else? Anybody want to? Come on. Yeah.
My name's Jessica Darling, and I run the Pathways Trust. In the late 90s, I think 98 to 2001, we were doing lots of work with Myra, to deliver acupuncture, reflexology, and massage and things like that to the people in St. Clement's. We were working in the church in Merchant Street first, then she got us into the social club in St. Clement's, but she wanted to get us into the hospital, working in the hospital where the patients were, because all other times they had been brought out to us. So she tried very hard, and the hospital said, no, don't want you involved. And then they said, after a long time, they said to Myra, that if you can get £1 million insurance for every practitioner that comes in here, you can come. Thinking she'll never do that. She did. And we moved straight into the hospital, working in intensive care and in the wards. That's all.
So there's a woman over here, another woman, and then we're going to have a break.
£1 million, yes.
Hello, hi, I'm Jaran Haq. Currently I'm a GP, but I used to be, on the days I met Myra first, I used to be a nobody, came from Bangladesh in '89, and I think I met her around the end of the year because I applied for a job at the Health Strategy Group, got the job, and since then she was my friend, my boss, my everything. And that I needed to be helpful for me. I saw her in the days she was fighting for Save the Highland, and every single social cause that there was, and she was just there. It's just from now I'm just I cannot say all the memories that I have for her, and I cannot put them in words. To be honest with you, I just banked the last hour from a training just to be here. So yeah, the head is blank. So a few little things I remember. She was, during the birth of my second child, she was by my bedside because it was too late. I couldn't find anybody else to be there because my husband couldn't be available at that time. And all the things that she did for me, my daughter, who was born at the time, is with me there. And since then, we've been in so close touch, although I left the job for the Italian Health Strategy Group after working for about 1.5 years. But we've been in touch all, her life, my life. I used to, from Zion House to the supported housing where she went to, I used to be there every so often. Ariana was one of the places she loved to be. So we would go there, so we started from walking to, by car, then to walking to, then the scooter, and just she loved the commemorative plough, so we would do that. Eventually, I remember just even getting the takeout because she couldn't come out. And just remember the last week of her life when I went there to see her, she just said that I'm too healthy and I'm not going and I need to check out. So for her, she almost said it in a jokey way, but for me, it broke my heart. No matter how she was there for me. Because, it's been a long, long time that we've been together. And I just miss her.
Thank you.
So, anyone that's a bit hard to follow and speaks for us all, I think. Although I will just say that David, who works at Kingsley Hall and who's been, let us use the hall and all the facilities today, he said to me the other day, Myra's the sort of person that it is not imaginable that she's not there. And actually he says he's waiting for her to come. But maybe we all have to channel the spirit a little. Okay, so finally I think just one short little contribution, one short little addition, and then you'll all be invited to come into the hall, the small hall, where there's food and drink and a chance to look at some more photos and chat and hear even more stories, hopefully.
Yes. One very important thing when I was talking about my continence project. Health strategy became internationally famous when we received two international awards. One from France, first European Health Education Award, and another from Commonwealth Award. And then third one from Smith, Klein and Beecham Award, Community Impact. That's the award we received. Myra was over the moon and everybody was over the moon. About Myra was so helpful to everybody. Everybody was saying how Myra, how kind she is. She was not fashionable. She wore ordinary dress, looks smart. She is very nice. She likes her whole food. In her 60th birthday, I think, if I can remember, we gave her a hot flask, so Myra can have a hot food in the office. And she said, why you gave me the flask? I don't want it to have flask. I like my cold food. When my husband, also I'm saying short, when my husband was in London Chest Hospital, Myra was a real friend. She used to go there, talk to my husband, sit down, read book and talk to him. My husband used to respect her so much that I can't tell you. When I lost my daughter in a very, very tragic way, Myra was really, everybody was very kind and Myra was especially. When I was financially down, Myra opened the money. Although today Myra is dead, but Myra is living in our heart and she will always live our heart. Myra has touched the heart of everybody, as I heard everybody is saying. And as Joanna said, Myra was with the community, working with the community, but she was very tough boss. You cannot mischievous with Myra. You have to do what she wanted you to do. If you don't like it, Jahanara, you can go out. And there is another boss we had, Hichu. She is not here today. She will hear all these things. So whoever editing the picture, please put after my speech the award we have received, whose Good Health Strategy group on top of the world. And I'm still working in Colchester, and I used to ring Myra. Oh, Jahanara, you are very tired. I said, yes, Myra, because you trained me. You always work. So it is you are the inspiration lady, and I'm still working with my community in Colchester. Thank you very much.